Hi and welcome to the tour of my 1970s British council estate shops. I've set this to 4x speed to try and make this a little bit quicker, but it's still kind of a long tour. So here we have the smaller corner shop and all of the stock and the shelves behind the tills. And then we're just going to turn around and look in the little toilets and the little storage room. Then we have the little cafe. This is one of my favourite of the commercial parts of the build. I think it's really cute and it looks like a really nice community space. So here's a little look around that quite quickly, and the kitchen, which I love. I'm obsessed with blue kitchens at the moment. I think they're very cute. And then we've just got the little toilets at the back. And then we have the pizza place. This is meant to be looking like a super generic chain pizza shop, like takeaway place. And so it's kind of more plain looking and very corporate looking. So you've got the little waiting area, the kitchen at the back, and then there's like a little staff toilet through this little door, and then just a little fire exit. I keep saying little. Then we got the stairs up to the huge flat above those three smaller shops, and this flat is meant to look really nicely renovated and very modern. Very much a lot of use of the Dream Home Decorator pack in this build, or in this part of the build. So open plan living space. I forgot to furnish the bathrooms in this flat, so I will do that in a second. But then you've got the girl and the boy's bedroom, the single mother's bedroom for this flat, and again, an empty bathroom, so I furnished those super quickly. But here we've got the tiny little skinny balcony, and I think it looks so cute and such a fun space to hang out. So here you can see, super speedy, just popping some bits in the bathroom just to furnish it. And so the bathrooms, I mean, they end up being really quite simple because I was just like, oh my goodness, I forgot to do these, really quickly throwing something in there. I even covered up a window, but that's fine. And so here we go. The little main bathroom, I need to stop saying little, and the ensuite off of the mother's bedroom. And so now we finish with that flat, we come on to the larger corner shop. And so you can see there's like stains on the floor. There's the tills, or the cashier point, I don't know. Then you've got all the shelves, all the stock. I think this actually turned out quite realistic looking. I mean, as far as I could make it in Sims, it turned out quite realistic. And the staff room that just looks miserable. Absolutely realistic. And then we go on to one of my favourite of the commercial parts of the build, which is the chip shop, because this looks like every single British chip shop I've ever been to. It is like my favourite because it's so just realistic and what I'm used to seeing, and so I just really like it because of that. And then you've just got the bathroom and the staff room out the back behind the kitchen. It's sort of weird building like the kitchens for these commercial lots because obviously I've never actually been in them, so I don't know what they actually look like. But I kind of just guessed and go from, what you can kind of see. And then we're on to the pub, which again, like, I'm very proud of. I think it looks realistic, and which I'm going to say a lot in this, the word realistic. But also it looks like there's life to it, like there's clutter on the tables, like there's graffiti on the bathroom cubicles, that it looks kind of like it's been used, and that adds to the realism. Then we've got the little kitchen. Again, like I said, I don't really know quite what this should look like. And then we've got the landlord or landlady's flat above the pub. I like that I had this little idea to do a hallway with a bike on it and some hooks, because I think that's kind of realistic to be used as sort of like a shed, almost like an outdoor space. And then you've got the nice open plan living area and the tiny little 70s kitchen and the parents' bedroom with the washer dryer, and one of the wardrobes did disappear. I don't know why or where it went, but it's gone during this tour, so that's just gone. The teenage boys' room, I seem to only know how to make teen boy rooms by putting lots of monitors on the computers. That's just kind of my idea of boy room, has lots of computer monitors. And the two little girls' room there, and then the family bathroom, which is really big for this sort of flat, or this sort of build. But it looks really nice. And then we go up into these main 6 flats, I think it is, that are above the chip shop and a larger corner shop. So with this flat, I mean, it's not my personal taste, it's kind of a bit dull and boring for me, but I wanted to try and include lots of different styles because realistically there wouldn't just be my preferred, interior design style in every single flat. So I wanted to try and branch out and try something a little bit different, but I think this is just a little bit too plain for my liking. However, this parents' room with the little sort of almost walk-in wardrobe section in the corner, oh, I love that so much. It's one of my favourite parts, and it's just such a tiny detail, but it's one of my favourite parts of this whole build. And then we're on to another flat. This one, very dingy, very dull, like it's not been done up since it was built in the 70s, So then you've got just a little dining table shoved into the corner, and then the room is kind of just used as a living room. We've got the bathroom with the avocado coloured tub because that is just very traditional of these sorts of older houses or older flats to have these brightly coloured like avocado or millennial pink style bathroom sets. Then we showed the parents' room, and then we've got the joint shared kids' room, and onto the outdoor space. I think it is unrealistic they'd have this really nice expensive barbecue, but yeah, I wanted to add it in. And then we've got another one of the more older looking flats with the like really 70s shag carpet. I quite like this one. I think it just looks like the people who live there, it would be really homely and they'd give you a nice cup of tea. And then their outdoor space as well. A couple of camping chairs on the balcony and then their view. And then we go on to the bedrooms. So this is a very overcrowded flat. We've got 3 boys in this room, bunk beds and a high bed. And it's a very long and skinny room. And then we've got 2 girls in this room, and they have the cutest little tiny living room in that corner there, and I think it just looks adorable. And then we've got the parents' room, which is actually massive. It's still kind of long and skinny, but it's actually really like a big space. So I added some kids' toys in there because I thought they need the space. They'd probably use their own room as somewhere for the kids to play. Up onto the top floor. And the walls started glitching out a little bit at this point, so I'm sorry, but it's not too annoying. This is possibly my favourite flat of the whole thing. It's very plant themed, very pastel tones, and I just love it. I think it's so pretty. And it's probably the one I'd most want to live in. Then the second bedroom, there's no kids in this one. We've got a craft room. So they've got all their different things to make all their different crafts. And then just a little bathroom, a pink tile moment in there. I'm obsessed with pink tiles at the moment. I just think adorable, gorgeous, can't go wrong. And so yeah, I'm so sorry that the walls keep glitching out on this. It's just as annoying for me as it is for you. And then we've got another flat. We've got the kitchen. Very small, not much to it, but it's got a little washing machine in it. And then we go into the living room. I like that little height chart thing. I don't know what pack it came in or if it's base game, but I really like that. I think that adds a sense of sort of family, well, not gameplay, but like makes it look like a real family lives there. And I just think it's very cute. The bathroom, and then the parents' room, very similar to the one below it, same layout, with these 2 built-in wardrobes down the side, and then the 2 children, so there's a toddler and a child in this room because it just fitted with the layout to have a toddler bed, so I thought we'll go with that. And then their balcony space is very plain. Then we go on to the HMO, which is House of Multiple Occupation. So very, very, very generic and plain. And then I think there are 6 bedrooms in this particular flat, so it's a really huge flat, divided up into different bedrooms that would be, like in theory, rented out to individual people who share the flat. So that was my favourite one there, the very kawaii room. And then we've got this kind of messy bedroom, untidy one, that in my mind is a boy room. And then this one is one of the more plain ones with a bit less personality to it, but still kind of cute. And the bathroom, so there's 2 shared shower rooms in this flat. And they're just very simple because realistically I think they would just not have a lot of personality in them. The balcony, just concrete bench. And then we go across the other side of this flat to the other 3 bedrooms. So we've got this one, which a couple would be sharing. And there we go, the furniture had disappeared for a second there. And onto the next bedroom. This is one of my favourites as well. This is so nice. It looks so homely and kind of witchy vibes and loads of plants. And it's just really, really cute and warm. warm tones, just nice. Another bathroom, and then onto just the exterior tour. So we've got the car park, which is kind of the main thing of the exterior, and then you've got the 3 main buildings, and this is just kind of a little look around that and all of the details I've added in there. So there's some like random bottles and spray paints. There's the outside of it, and there is a little bit of how it looks at night time. So thank you so much for watching. This has been like a long series for this one lot, for this one build, and I really appreciate all of you who've watched it. I hope you've enjoyed it, and please remember to subscribe. My next goal is 100 subscribers, and I'm really hoping to get to that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!